Hello Scorpios, how you doing? Here we are to do another read for you. This is going to be the Fairies Oracle, General Guided Intuition and Channeling. We're going to do some animal medicine / tarot and just kind of whatever comes through, alright? So this is intended for about 7 days from whenever you watch this. Yeah, so calling in guides, angels, anybody from the highest good that has a message to come in for Scorpio for the week ahead, please. Okay, so, oh my goodness. We're starting out with the feline. So we have someone here who is, you know, when I was getting ready to start your reading, I kind of wanted to talk about reluctance. And I did a reading recently where I was also talking about reluctance, but this feels more like knowing that something is intended to be completed, but kind of like I want to talk about lollygagging or so the feline comes back and he's the one that has to get all the last bit of the stuff. But it's like, well, you go and then you get the one thing, but you forget the other thing so that you have to come back again. Right, Scorpios? So there's somebody in our midst, or this might be you, who is delaying the inevitable, I guess is a good way to put it. Because we also have, this also came out in a reading just recently. This is Apona's Wild Daughter. Okay, this is, I kind of want to talk about, like, I wish I could change the past. Because the past, because she is the bearer of the knowledge of the past, the memories, the memory bearer. Okay? And this person's like, I wish I could change the past. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I would. But this is like, there's a sense of pleading in here somewhere. But so instead, but look at, I mean, look at his face. This is not, it's almost like someone's being forced to tidy up, or there's a cleaning up action that they don't want to do. It's like they're being told, like, clean this up. Whether it is their space, their life, their house, their mind, their old relationship, there's something that's being, it's like cleanup time, and they don't wanna. Because that would mean wrapping it up. That would mean ushering in the inevitable, as opposed to delaying it, right? So who else do we have coming in for Scorpio for the week ahead, please? The fawn. Yeah. So the fawn is your very best friend. The fawn is your counterpart. The fawn is your, the yin to your yang, the cheese to your macaroni. And I kind of feel like for some of you, the fawn is exiting. And I was just thinking about I'm into spirit animal medicine, collecting a spirit animal totems, and you get one, and it comes with a lesson. So for me, it was the stag, right? That's kind of what this is, the fawn, the deer, the stag, whatever, that group. And then what you do is you collect the medicine and you collect the lesson, and it like becomes part of something that you're dealing with in your life. And then you get to a point where you like get it, or it becomes part of you, or you've mastered the lesson. But then that totem will leave. And it's sad because you gain a relationship with them. They become like your very best friend. But there's something, it doesn't even have to be a person. It can be an addiction. It can be a way of life. It can be a hobby. It can be anything that felt like home, that made you feel comfortable. but there's something about this fawn, having it in your life now brings trouble. So the inevitable would be then to let go of the fawn. So what is the fawn, right? Let's look at the animal wisdom. Wisdom of the animal something, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we have, it's the gorilla. You know, gorillas are extremely territorial, and they kind of, there is ways to get around the gorilla, particularly a male gorilla. But when they are in heat, or when they are, what's the word? It's not predatory. Trespassing. What's the word I'm looking for here? Somebody's like up in their space, right? And they get all, basically like somebody coming in trying to be like, you shouldn't do this anymore, or you need to clean this up, or you need to deal with this. And so the gorilla comes and is all like about it, right? Except that that's not, it's like there's a tribe of other gorillas too, to where if, and these would be the fawns, like all these together, right? To where if somebody were to come in and be like, you would need to let go of the fawn, that would mean letting go of your gorilla tribe. And what is that? And it's something that you fight for, or about, or have fought for, or about. It's kind of like it's like the gorilla suit. You put on the gorilla suit, and you behave like that. But doing this, coming through and doing feline stuff, would be like, you know, feline comes in and makes the changes, lifestyle changes. You would have to wear a different suit. You would then strip off the ego suit of the gorilla, and this could be you or the person we're talking about, but they would have to change completely and be stripped down to this like innocent, raw, just energetic self, because this is very, very 3D, very primal, like super duper primal. The gorilla, right? Super primal. But then taking off the gorilla suit, you would then be this innocent, like raw, vibing, electric, energetic being, right? But there's probably a reason why this has to be done. Because I was channeling before that somebody comes in, they're like, you need to deal with this. And I'm curious to find out what kind of authority that person has to say that, right? It would be interesting to find out. Who else do we have coming in for Scorpio for the week, please? Queen of Swords. So this is someone who does have the authority, right? In one way or the other. They're the one with the sword. They're the one who gets to decide whether or not the cut is made. And so a queen would then be far above this one that is like kneeling, essentially, right? This is the Queen of Swords. This is the ibis. This is, she will leave. She will fly away and you'll never see her again. That's what the Queen of Swords does. And that's her way of cutting. Sometimes, you know, when you have a sword, thoughts or words, communication. But in this deck, with this animal medicine, they talk about air as birds. And air signs are known to, like, they're flighty, right? They will leave. No problem. So, because I was asking, I'm like, well, why does this person have any kind of authority over Scorpio? And they're like, well, if this is someone that Scorpio doesn't want to walk away, then whatever this is, whatever suit this is that they put on, they're going to have to strip it away and go back to being this innocent, like, fawn self. You know, or else, basically. Oh, yeah. So be in this, I think this is what we're talking about. This is the Four of Wands. This is the house, the home, stability. That's the 11-11. 11-11. Twin flame energy. Firefly. You know, what do people remember when they see fireflies? Cool breezes in the summer. Kids catching the fireflies. Flowers abloom. It's usually a very magical, twilighty type time, and it's also feels like home. It feels like the place where you would then create memories on purpose, right? And so the Queen of Swords could also be Scorpio, okay, saying, look, I need to make this choice. Either I stay here, grounded, like this gorilla on the ground, or I take the option to fly and be free like energy in order to bring this Four Wands, this loving, this house, this home, this stability, foreverness. It requires being raw. But the gorilla suit is what's keeping anything and everything from working at all. Okay? So I want to see, we're going to do an extended, I want to see, I feel like there's a reason why all of this is coming about this week, for the week ahead for Scorpio, because it's like a halt moment. And it's like, you have to clean this up now. And with this Queen of Swords, it feels very or else, because she's already got her wings. She's ready to go. All she has to do is just take that leap and she's gone. And I'm saying she because it's the Queen of Swords. But that could also be, you know, Scorpio, because there's a lot of winged creatures here who are ready to take flight due to the primal, like, gorilla, ape type nature that hasn't been working. This bird needs some kind of other free type creature in order to thrive, right? So let's see why and how. Let's see where this goes, because it does feel like a very or else situation. So let's see. Okay, Scorpio. If you're interested, the link for the extended is in the box below. If this is where we part ways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I absolutely appreciate you being here. Thanks for everything. And check out your dailies on my channel. And otherwise, I will catch you next week for your weeklies. Okay? Have a good one, Scorpio. Bye.